map that shows that literally, in fact, if out here is a sign, it says it's 3,100 miles to Napa that way, due west, and 3,403 miles, I think, to Loire Valley, two of the greatest winemaking areas. They're both right in the same latitude, around the 45th parallel, which is where the best grapes are grown in the world, at least in my opinion. And so it's actually a perfect location. And right here where I'm sitting, this had been a farm, and other farms, and had been for a long time a milk farm. So I had 150 cows roaming around here, and so we got a lot of natural nutrients. And underneath that is the sand, and underneath that is the water system for the whole Outer Cape right out here. We really work on sustainability and protecting that. The biggest difference here is we are, and I've seen a number of articles on this, our industry, vineyards are actually the largest value-added farm style in Massachusetts. And that's because you start with a grape, which is sold them at a store at X. The value of wine is considerably more. So what happens is we are much more involved in the rest of the process. If I were growing spinach and I sold it to somebody, then they do everything else, whatever that is. In our case, we start with grapes, we harvest them like everybody else with any other crop, but then we crush them, we ferment them, we age them, eventually bottle them after a year for whites, after 2 years for reds, after making sure we handle them right in that aging process, all these things that no other farming business has anything like this that I know of, at least most of them don't. And in our case, we actually do the final step. We actually then sell it to the consumer, which some farms do and some farms don't. And recently, it looks like it's going to, we'll be able to do that more in farmers markets and things like that. So that's a big difference, that we actually have the total responsibility of not only from the start of the grape, but to the finish in the bottle. Say in the East, although we have a great history. Grapes were here before the Pilgrims. I mean, it's a natural fruit of the area. But certainly the education now. First of all, there's now our wineries in every state in America, all 50 states. Alaska, Arkansas, they all have wineries. In Massachusetts, we now have 40 that are licensed. And certainly there's a spectrum, just as there are in California, of good and medium and really great. And some maybe not so great, but everybody's working their way up, and certainly as people taste our wines, what I love, you ask me about people that come in, and when I have somebody that comes in, I can tell them those wines, and then without a doubt, they're always surprised at how good they are. I love that. That's my favorite moment, because that's what I know. I mean, somebody who's not a wine person, that's an easy one, but it's really when you get people that really know wines, they realize that we're making wines that, quite frankly, are unparalleled with some pretty good wineries now. And we'll get better. I mean, this equipment that we have, everything we have, has allowed us, to really get better every day.